Hi everyone, welcome to day 4 of the Yoga 30-Day Beginner's Guide. So today we're going to focus on the warrior poses. So we're going to go through warrior 1 and warrior 2. To begin, we are going to practice a 5-minute meditation to start. We'll do some spine strengthening and lengthening poses or warm-ups to start. To kind of get the body going, we're going to go through just one round of a gentle sun salutation A. So yes, let's begin. If you have your block, grab your block. Again, if not, you can grab a couple of books and a blanket or a pillow. So let's meet on our mat here. I will set my timer for 5 minutes. So again, when finding your seated pose, we're going to draw our left foot in first, followed by the right. So you can have both palms facing down or facing up. It's your choice. Okay, so let's begin here. It's 12:35 right now, so about 5 minutes. Just close the eyes, make sure to lengthen the spine, relax the shoulders, draw the chin slightly down towards the chest. Remembering the 3-part breath, flowing in from the belly, the lungs, and the chest. Exhaling from the chest, down to the lungs, all the way down to the very bottom of the belly. But make sure when you breathe in, you're really, really breathing in deep. You're trying to suck in all the air and release all the air back out. Again, maybe trying to bring in our Ujjayi breathing, constricting the back of the throat, making sure your mouth is closed. The day off with our meditation brings for more mindfulness throughout the day. Just kind of sets the foundation and to our practice and whatever it is that we have going on throughout the rest of our day and our evening. Try not to think of what you did last night or what you have to do for the rest of the afternoon or morning or evening. Just staying focused within these 4 walls. Focus on your breathing. Focusing on any intention that you'd like to bring into your practice. To be calm, relaxing the muscles in the face, so allowing the tongue to fall off the roof of the mouth. Relax the space in between the brow where our third eye falls. Allowing our minds to be still. Allowing this moment for you right now. This is your moment for stillness, for calmness. Allowing the body for complete surrender. About 1 more minute. flutter the eyes open. As always, we're going to start practice off with an arms. So take the palms up to meet the heart center. Take a full breath in. Okay, so we're going to start the class off with a warm-up. And we're going to just flow through a couple of rounds of cat-cow. So remembering in not the last class that we did, that was sun salutations, but the second day, so for spine, we're going to flow through a couple rounds of this again. So making sure your tabletop position, fingers are spread out very wide, grip all 10 fingers down. We're going to tuck the toes or keep the tops of the feet down towards the ground. The shoulders are aligned with the wrists. Knees are hip-width distance apart. We're reaching the crown of the head forward. We're noticing that the belly is engaged and firm. The back is completely flat. So when we breathe in, the belly is going to start to lower. Tailbone's going to rise. Relax your shoulders, set the sternum and the heart forward. And exhale, we're slowly starting to reach the spine up towards the ceiling and set the gaze towards the navel. Full breath in, belly lowers down, tailbone rises up. Finding your cow pose, set the gaze up. Exhale to roll under, find cat pose, remembering the spine reaches up. Full breath in. Big breath in, lowering belly down, tailbone rises, finding cow pose. Exhale for your final cat pose. The next breath in, we're going to meet back in a tabletop position. We're going to tuck the toes under. We're going to send the hips up and back. We're going to find down dog. Take a full breath in. As you set the gaze forward, start to tippy-toe the toes to meet the hands at the top of the mat. Please take your time. There's no rush to get there. We're going to meet all the way up in a forward fold Uttanasana. Big toes are going to point slightly inward so we don't see the heels of the feet. We're going to allow the crown of the head to dangle down, and as you inhale, we're going to start to roll up the spine one vertebrae at a time. The head is going to be the last thing to rise up. Roll the shoulders away from the ears, palms face forward. Take a full breath in. I'm just going to readjust my camera here so you guys can see my head. A little bit. Okay. So when in mountain pose, remember that the big toes point slightly inward. We're rooting down through all four corners of the feet. We're reaching the tailbone down towards the ground. We're engaging the belly. The core is activated. The thighs are activated. Palms face forward. Relax the shoulders. Take an inhale. We're going to rise the arms up. Urdhva Hastasana. Palms touch. Exhale to lower down. Forward fold. Lean with the chest. Keep the belly strong. Inhale, flat back. And exhale to lower. Plant the hands. We're going to walk our right foot back, followed by the left. Find plank pose. You have the option. I know that you did your sun salutations yesterday. So you have the option to lower the knees down, or you can lower all down one flat piece for chaturanga. I'll lower my knees down. Draw the elbows in towards the side body. Start to lower the belly, lowering the chest down. Take an inhale to rise up, cobra pose. Just lifting up the chest. Engage the inner thighs. Reach the tops of the feet down towards the ground. The knees should be hovering up off of the ground. Exhale to lower the chest. Tuck the toes. Send the hips up. We're going to cover the tabletop. Then down dog. We take 5 full breaths here, practicing our Ujjayi breathing. So down dog, remember it's an internal rotation of the hips. So point the big toes inward so you don't see the heels of the feet. We're reaching the heels down towards the ground, but again, if you ever have any issues in the calves or the hamstrings, you can bend the knees a little bit here. Take a full breath in and out. Keep the belly strong. Keep all 10 fingers spread out very, very wide. There's a little micro bend in Full breath in and out. Big deep breath in. Set the gaze towards the fingertips. Only when you exhale, we're going to walk the feet towards the hands at the top of the mat. Inhale to halfway lift. And exhale to lower. Remember that feet are hip width distance apart. Inhale to rise the arms all the way up and overhead. Palms are going to touch. Exhale, hands come down by the side. Another full breath in. Arms reach up and overhead. We're going to go through one more round of sun salutation A. Exhale to lower. Big breath in, halfway lift. And exhale to release. You can plant the hands on the ground. You can walk, step, or float the feet back. Take plank pose. Again, option to lower the knees. This time I'm going to lower down all one flat piece. But if you are lowering down, I want you to make sure that you are on the tippy toes of the feet and not the balls of the feet. So you don't have to shift forward. So take an inhale. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale to rise, upward facing dog or cobra. And on the exhale, roll the toes, send the hips up and back, find down dog. So take an inhale, we're going to reach the right leg towards the back of the room, spread the toes. Both hips stay parallel towards the ground. We're going to flow through. I'm going to show you warrior two and the proper alignment for warrior two. So take an inhale, keep the core strong. Exhale, knee to nose. Plant your right foot between the hands. If you need help to get it there, just grab onto the ankle and place it between the hands. We're dropping our left heel down, so our left toes are going to point towards the left side of the room. Our right heel is going to be aligned with the back left arch of our foot. And when we inhale, we're going to slowly spiral the arms up. Our right arm reaches forward as our left arm reaches back. So warrior two, it's an external rotation of the hips. We're opening up the right thigh as we tuck the left butt cheek under. We're keeping the core strong and active. We're relaxing the shoulders as the arms reach forward and back. So we set the gaze over the right middle finger in front. We keep trying to gently push the right knee over towards the right side of the room. Our right knee should be aligned with the right ankle. Okay, so if you look down at your right toes, if you see your big toe and your middle toe, that's a good sign. Keep the shoulders strong. We're going to flip the right palm up towards the ceiling, and as you inhale, you're going to reach the right arm up and overhead. Our left hand trickles down the left leg. Do not place any pressure on your back left knee. Keep the chest lifted up. Keep the belly strong. Inhale to come back, warrior two. And exhale to stay. One more breath in and out. As you inhale, we're going to start to straighten out the front leg, pivoting the right foot over towards the front of the room, so towards me. And go on the opposite side, so the left toes point towards the left side of the room, towards your back of your mat. We're going to bend our left knee. We're going to come into warrior two on the opposite side, just a really bit of an easy transition rather than kind of flow from back down dog. So from here, again, notice the alignment of the knee to ankle. Notice that the left heel this time is aligned with the back right arch of your foot. You're really rooting down through your right pinky toe. Left arm forward, right arm back. Relax your shoulders. Gaze over the left middle finger this time. Keep the belly engaged. Keep this core strong. Relax your shoulders. Full breath in. And exhale. Left palm this time flips up. Inhale to slowly rise left arm up and overhead. Right arm trickles down the back right leg. Try not to hyperextend the right knee. We're keeping a little micro bend. Inhale to lift the chest. And exhale. Inhale, come back, warrior two. One more breath in. From here this time though, we are going to cartwheel our hands down. We're going to frame the left foot. Left foot's going to meet the right, find down dog. Take an inhale. And exhale. One more breath in. our right foot, so we're gonna set up for warrior one. So we're gonna walk our right foot just very slightly forward at a 45-degree angle. So you're already setting up your back foot for your warrior one before you even bring your left foot forward. So we're gonna come on the same side as we were just on, and then we'll flow to the opposite side, the way we did earlier. So the left foot is gonna meet between the hands at the top of the mat. And again, remember that you're already setting up the back foot. Your back right foot should be pointing up towards the top right corner of your mat. As we inhale, we reach the arms up. So warrior one is the internal rotation of the hips. We keep the back leg strong. If you feel that you want to open it up a little bit more, you can start to walk the left foot over towards the left side of the room. We're reaching the right hip forward as we send the left hip back. We're keeping the belly reaching in, arms reach up and overhead. Take an inhale. And exhale. I'm going to face forward for a moment just so you see my alignment. So, internally rotating the hips. Notice that you can still see my back foot. Our left heel is aligned with the left ankle. Arms reach up. You're relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. You're not drawing the ears up, or the shoulders up towards the ears. With the palms, we point the pinky fingers slightly in to reach a little curvature. Keep the core strong. And from here, I want you to slowly start to open up, finding warrior two. You have to wiggle the left foot slightly in. We're going to straighten out left leg, point left toes over towards the right. Inhale to reach the arms up. Exhale, come back, warrior two, but we're slowly going to wiggle over to warrior one. I know this is kind of a weird transition, but it's kind of the only, I should say the best way to explain it without having to flow through too many downward dogs, which can get a little bit tiring, and it's hard for someone who hasn't practiced yoga very much to be in that many down dogs. So, all right, so right foot is forward this time, left foot is back, left toes point towards the top left corner of your mat, your right foot's forward. Right knee should be aligned with the right ankle. Inhale, arms rise up, internal rotation of the hips. Left hip pulls forward gently, right hip reaches back. Belly stays strong, keep the core in, arms rise up, relax your shoulders away from the ears. Again, palms kind of point inwards, the pinky fingers point towards one another. Relax the shoulders. And exhale. Big breath in and out. One more like this. And exhale to stay. One more big breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, start to lower the hands down. Frame right foot to left. Find your way in down dog. We're going to stay here for one inhale. And as you exhale, start to lower the knees down, coming into child's pose for 5 breaths. So remember in that child's pose, you extend the arms forward. Your elbows are lifted off of the ground. We're lowering our third eye down. You can bring the knees together, or you can bring the knees further than hip width distance apart, so about the length of your mat, or the width of your mat. Reach the arms forward. Lower the third eye. Breathing into the low back, the middle back, and the upper back. Still practicing your 3-part breath. So inhale from the belly, the lungs, and the chest. Exhale from the chest, down to the lungs, down to the bottom of the belly. One more inhale. And stay for the exhale. Inhale to ripple forward, tabletop position. And I kind of sit on the bum Draw the heels in towards one another, just cross the legs, finding Sadhasana pose, easy pose. So that was our day 4. I just want you to start to get comfortable with each pose before we get to the final day, the 30-day. Then we're actually going to bring everything that we learn into one final sequence and one final class. The class that I will teach at the very end will be probably about 45 minutes to an hour, just so we, like I said, so we can incorporate all the poses that we're learning into one final class. So we're going to bring the hands up towards the heart center. We're going to finish the class off with an Om. Take a full breath in. Bring the thumbs up towards the third eye. Thank you so much for joining me on day 4. I know this was a very short class, but I just want to get down to the very basics of the poses of the asana. So thank you very, very much for joining me from my heart to yours. Namaste. I always encourage the classes that you practiced previously, if you want to kind of still incorporate it through the daily practice that I teach on the daily, I should say. If you want to bring it into that one, by all means, go ahead. It's your practice. So, okay, I will see you guys tomorrow for day 5. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks.